What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to my Progression in 2024 series. This is the finale of the series, and just wanted to give a TLDW to wrap things up for anyone that didn't want to go through it all. First things first, as a new player, follow the quest line, y'all. As you see, if I would have just done 6 more incursion maps here, it gives me another bank vault and a burning strike shard. So, I mean, it's very, very rewarding to do the quests. So definitely do the quests. When it comes to actually completing the missions, remember, it is all about countering enemies. The game at its base is a strategic tower defense game. There is a counter for every enemy in the game. In Chaos 1, the special enemy is the Vanguard. This is a shielded enemy that is going to absorb frontal projectile attacks. So using things like a Flame Aura is super powerful in Chaos 1. In Chaos 2, you've got the Sidebork, which is going to stun traps, auras, and nodes. So this means the Flame Aura is out. Using range-type defenses or towers like a Ballista or an Earth Shatter Tower or a Poison Dart Tower is going to get the job for you. In Chaos 3, you've got Geodes, and additionally, you got the Vanguards coming back. So we're back around to Flame Aura spam. AoE is good, projectiles are bad. In Chaos 4, we've got those 2 enemies as well, with the addition of Berserkers. Same thing here. AoE good, projectiles bad, so Flame Auras will win the battle. Moving on to Chaos 5, you see we've got that Cyborg from Chaos 2, and the Assassins are introduced. So in Chaos 5, staying away from the ground traps, auras, and nodes is generally speaking better. Using towers like the Earth Shatter, Poison Dart Tower, or Ballista are going to be awesome. However, you are going to have those couple of geodes late in the maps, so on late waves. So you're going to want to keep an eye out for them, as they will reflect your projectiles. In Chaos 6, we are back around to those A&E defenses. Additionally, we've got the Hex Thrower. The counter for the Hex Thrower early game, of course, is the EV and the Reflect Beam. However, if you only have the original 4 heroes, you can use that Arcane Barrier from the Apprentice, and it does absorb projectiles, keeping the Hex Thrower's curse from hexing any of your defenses. Chaos 7 can easily be beat with Flame Aura spam once again. We've got a Kobold enemy, which is going to dive bomb tower-type defenses. With this in mind, spam up the Flame Auras, y'all. You can just spam Flame Auras down the lanes and win the match. In Chaos 8, you're going to have the Spiders, or the Death Weavers. These are going to kind of explode on death, leaving behind a web, which is going to curse any defenses in the area. So here we're in a position again where we want to build far away from the enemies. So using things like those Earth Shatter Towers or the Ballistas will get the job done for you. And then last but not least, in Chaos 9, before we get our first AP reset, it is all about the gear check. So you're going to want to make sure to maximize some sets, go into survival, try to get yourself some Chaos 9 gear, make sure you have shards everywhere, make sure you have positive mods in as many positions as possible on literally everything you use, as you will hit a bit of a gear check here. Powerful additional heroes that you can obtain early by purchasing or saving up your defender medals for would without a doubt be several of them here. First off, the EV2 has been widely considered one of the best characters to make your first character. They have the Reflect Beam, which counters Chaos 6, and then additionally the Reflect Beam is useful throughout the remainder of your time playing the game, and they have the buff beams as well, which are quite powerful. You've got the Dryad, which is a fan favorite. The Nimbus is used quite heavily throughout the game. The World Tree is also quite good for any type of boss fights or keeping your hero alive and giving your hero a little more crit damage. The Mercenary is probably one of the strongest heroes in the entire game. It has a very, very good kit. The loadout from the Mercenary is strong, and if you like melee heroes, the Mercenary is one of the highest DPS heroes in the game in total. And then you've got the Countess with the Elder Dragon. The Elder Dragon here, specifically on the Gates of Dragonfall map, will clear every Chaos tier for you. So, if you have the Countess unlocked, and you slap down an Elder Dragon with proper shards and some buffs on it, it's going to just melt every single Chaos tier. The Countess is an absolute beast, without a doubt. As far as the original 4 heroes, when you're choosing which hero to play actively, how you build a hero is really up to you. However, there are a few different things that really shine. First off, the Apprentice and the Huntress both play very, very well as ability power heroes early. Early game abilities are very strong. By stacking ability power, you can get very good use out of the abilities on both of those heroes. Now, that being said, you don't have to go that way. As the playthrough that I just finished up, I ended up DPSing on a Huntress with a hero damage build. So hero damage is still quite usable. However, ability power is really going to shine on those 2 heroes. The Monk can be quite powerful with a hero damage build with the Crane Stance Shard. The Crane Stance Shard makes it so that you load up a big damaging shot with your alternate fire, and then when you go in for a hit on enemies, that hit is going to be amplified. So Crane Stance can be quite powerful on a hero damage monk. And then we've got the Squire. The Squire has a pretty good shard that comes available later on. This is something that is not necessarily crazy good in endgame, but early game it's very powerful. It comes in Chaos 6, and it is Unholy Fire. Blocking unleashes flames that deal a percentage of your armor as damage to enemies in a cone in front of the hero at a rate of twice per second. This is incredible DPS, and it also gives you the option to build the Squire how you want. Your main damage is going to be that Unholy Fire, which I don't have, so I can't show it to you here, which scales off of armor. So every piece of gear that you have is going to have armor on it. The armor is going to stack up, and you're going to have kind of an easy experience in that regard. However, since we are based off of armor, that means you can build it however you want. You know, if you like the Squire's abilities and you want to like throw out your beams, you can go ability power. If you like to get a little hack and slash in the mix, you can go hero damage, and then for any of those tankier enemies, or just for full lane clear, you can throw your Unholy Fire out there as you're blocking with your shield, and just devastate. In addition to all that stuff, you never want to do an Ancient Power reset until you clear Chaos 9. As you look at my Ascension level here, 3,372, this gives you enough Ascension to kind of do whatever you want with the hero. You see we got our ballistas all jacked up, and I still got leftover points. So you're basically able to maximize one defense with the Ascension you get from an AP reset if you go to Chaos 9 first. So never AP reset prior to Chaos 9. Always make sure you break into that one. Get at least one Chaos 9 Expedition win. And then, last but not least, make sure to have fun, y'all. Everybody is always going to be in a hurry, myself included, to get to the end game. However, remember, it is all about the journey and not so much about the destination. When you're early game and you're running these maps and you're getting upgrades on literally every map, the game feels real good and is super fun. When you get to end game and you're at the final destination, it turns into more grind than actual progression. So enjoy the experience, y'all. Enjoy the journey. Don't rush to the destination too quick and lose out on your experience. But hopefully this series helped everyone out. Of course, always leave any questions you have down in the comments below. I'll do my best to get them answered. I don't answer everyone, but I do try to get as many questions answered as I can. But that will do it for now. Thanks an absolute ton. Once again, thanks for watching the series. Hopefully everyone enjoyed it. And I will see you next time. Take it easy.